What's going on, guys? Krahu here, and the time has come for me to give you my full impressions and full honest review of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If we could aim for 200 likes, that would be fantastic. I don't know, share this video around. Maybe somebody wants to hear my thoughts. If you're watching this video, I assume that you want to hear my thoughts on this game as well. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for coming back to this video. If it did in fact show up in your subscription box, there's a bunch to talk about, and we will of course go over multiplayer, campaign, and to some extent zombies. These are my honest opinions on the game. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and in the comment section below as well, if you could tell me, it's been just over a month. Yesterday on December 13th was exactly a month ago, when Black Ops Cold War was released. So you had a whole month with the game. Tell me your honest opinions about the game as a whole package. If you want to separate it into like multiplayer or whatever, that's cool too. Leave your comments in the comment section below about 1 month of Black Ops Cold War. Is it what you expected? Was it worth $60? Let me know. I will try to go over this. If I don't forget anything, I do have some talking points over here. So, you know what, I think without further ado, let's just get started. And the question on everybody's mind is this game worth $60 or $70, whatever the full retail price is where you live? I paid $70 for the cross-generation bundle. I think that's kind of BS. I feel like if you get the game on PS4, you should be able to transfer it over for free. Because so many people own the consoles, then you get the console and whatever. But, $10 is not the end of the world. They've done the same thing with Call of Duty Ghosts. So that's not a deal breaker. It's just, a thing that I've noticed. Is this game worth its full retail price? I say wait. If you can get this game on discount, which I believe it will go soon, although, man, Call of Duties have a freaking tough time with sales. I mean, I think I've checked the PSN store, and like Call of Duty Ghosts or whatever is still like $60. That is absolutely ridiculous. And with how crazy 2020 was, in terms of just the year itself, I know that there's ways that this game could have come out differently. It feels unfinished, unpolished, and I feel like with all these season drops and whatever, we're getting the games in pieces, bits and pieces here and there, because the scarcity of content, especially in multiplayer, is, I mean, it's bad. It's bad, and it doesn't make Treyarch look good. Now the campaign itself is, I think it's excellent. I think maybe, not to imagine a good action movie, right? This is what Call of Duty campaigns are known for. Some campaigns are a little bit more boring than others, such as Call of Duty Ghosts campaign. I mean, that to me, and Black Ops 3, in fact, that to me was kind of a snooze fest, but they really did try with this one. I really enjoy the fact that, Mason and Woods are coming back. This is a direct sequel, direct follow-up to Black Ops 1. Setting is fantastic. You see a lot of, different things from the Cold War. Yes, you have Cuba, you have Vietnam flashbacks, but you have some crazy shit going on too. If you don't want to spoil it, here's kind of a little spoiler alert. By the end, when you play the campaign, you have this crazy tripped out mission where, Adler, they're trying to get into your head, and the character of Adler is actually pretty excellent. I really enjoyed that, the addition of that character. So they're trying to fuck with your brain, and you're redoing this mission. They're trying to get you to that bunker, and it's just trippy. So missions like that I enjoy. Also, what I found very surprising is how much I enjoyed the KGB headquarters sneaking mission. Now, that's one of the slowest parts of the game, but it does keep you on high alert. And the graphics, especially in that KGB sneaking mission, it's beautiful. Just to go, explore, wander around, look at stuff, read the, warnings and whatever. That's pretty cool. You really feel like you're, this mall on the inside trying to gather information, to help the CIA or whatever. So that's very, very well done. And you have stealth mechanics, and you could drop bodies in lockers, fucking Metal Gear Solid style. So that's good. And of course you have the set action pieces. You drive around by the end with a fucking war machine, blowing up comms towers, but it does lack this as much as there's peaks and valleys pretty much in this campaign. Sometimes it's just a straight up, let's just say, boring shooting gallery where the AI is just, even on hardened, it's just inept. It's just not how soldiers would react. Now clearly this is only a video game, but when you're playing on hardened, except for them having some sort of aimbot, you would expect some cool animations, maybe get out of the way or whatever, but there's not much here in terms of that. It's just get from point A to point B, kill as many people as possible. You can take the stealthy route if the game allows it at that point. You don't have to. There's a few callbacks to the original Black Ops 1, which I appreciated, especially the snowy mission, I believe, in the radio tower, so that's cool too. But again, by the end, I played on hardened. It was just like, okay, point A to point B, let me just get to the briefing room, because then there you can talk to the characters. So overall though, I think it's an excellent campaign, especially with the time that they had to create it. I don't know if this was the original idea that Sledgehammer was supposed to work on. I don't know if this is Treyarch's, if this game was supposed to come out next year and Treyarch rushed it. Not too sure, but with the time they had, I think it's a good entry into the Call of Duty library. So campaign gets a check from me. It's really good. Set action pieces. There's good characters returning, good new characters. Very cinematic approach. The climate is very thick. It's like you feel that it's the Cold War, and you can explore East Berlin and East Germany and whatever. So that's cool. That gets a pass from me. If you can get the game on some sort of a discount, definitely check out the campaign. Play on hardened if you've played Call of Duty before. You can even play on veteran, that's fine too, but I think to enjoy the game for the story and not be too sweaty in the campaign itself, I think you could just play on hardened. So zombies are zombies. Let's move on to zombies. I'm not gonna go too much in depth here. I'm just going to say that zombies is it's a really good mode to level up your weapons. I don't know if this was done on purpose, because Treyarch knew how absolutely painstakingly difficult it is to, without double XP, to level up your guns to get the attachments. So maybe that's why they decided to do what they decided to do. I haven't played too much zombies, but from what I've seen and from what I've watched, and from the little time I've played, I like them. It's very nice. Too bad it's only one map. Again, it's that feeling of bits and pieces being sold to us. Yes, content is free and whatever, but we'll see how much of that content we will actually get, and if by the end it will equal out that retail price. So for fans of zombies, they're back. Very nostalgic too, because this is the original zombies map, Nachten und Toten, just from a different perspective. Things are where you would expect them to be, so there's not much for me to say on zombies. I think they're good. It's a good installment. I just want more maps, more content. Maybe bring back some OG Black Ops 1 maps. That would be fantastic. Now, let's move on to the meat and potatoes, which is the multiplayer. How is the multiplayer 1 month later? I think 1 month is an ample amount of time to judge the game, especially multiplayer. And I've got to say, it's a mixed bag. It is hit and miss, but predominantly it's a miss this year. And let me just explain. So there's a good selection of weapons, there's a good selection of kill streaks, but it all just seems so boring and rushed. You know what I mean? Multiplayer can have its moments, as with any other Call of Duty that we've experienced before. Sure, you have your crazy kill streaks, you have the good, perk setup, perk system. So it's what you expect, right? Except that it does feel like the game has been rushed. I'm not sure what the developers were thinking when they implemented that type of killstreak system, but I think with the most recent patch, I straight up think that Treyarch has absolutely lost touch with reality. You can blame Activision as much as you want, but we have to take Treyarch from this Call of Duty pedestal and bring them down to reality, because the reality fucking sucks. The chopper gunner has been increased from, what was it, 6,500 or 6,000 to 8,000 points. That is ridiculous. Now, and just in my previous videos, I told you guys how I've just started using the chopper gunner recently, and I've been getting one, not every game of course, but every other game, every 3 games, whatever, and it actually felt good. So all these bitchy moments that I had about the killstreak system, because they can tweak it around, I could forgive them. It still sucks in my opinion. I prefer the standard score streak, by your score and by the kill streaks system instead of this hybrid of whatever the fuck it is, defensive kill streak system from Modern Warfare 3. You know what I mean? But then they're doing these readjustments, and it just throws me off, and I just don't enjoy it. So I don't know, kill streaks, because of that, kill streaks just feel boring. You'll have a better chance of getting the gunship. Fucking good luck getting a gunship in domination, regular 6v6 or team deathmatch or whatever. With how sweaty the lobbies are, it's absolutely ridiculous. And that brings us to topic of skill-based matchmaking, which is something that you have to expect in this game unless they tune it. If they tune it, tone it down just a little bit, the game will be playable, but so far it's ridiculous. With every single patch, with whatever the fuck it is that they're doing, the game just straight up feels worse and worse and worse. I've never had experienced frame rate drops on PS5 quite like, with this game. And I've recently gone back to, spoilers, Modern Warfare 2019, and the game ran very smoothly. Here, I have no idea what's happening, but I've been noticing frame rate drops on my PS5, whereas when the game first came out, that did not happen. So I have no idea what they're tweaking in the background. Maybe focus on something that actually needs tweaking, and be a little bit more open with with the public, with people that support your game, and tell us this sweat fest of a skill-based matchmaking system. I hope that they come out with something, with some sort of not a statement, but something that proves that it's there. You know what I mean? Because with every patch, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And now there's reports from other YouTubers that the skill-based matchmaking affects your ping and your connection. That is fucking unacceptable in an online shooter. Absolutely unacceptable, and especially in a game like Call of Duty, which is inherently a casual shooter. You know what I mean? If you want a ranked playlist, add a ranked playlist. It's as simple as that. So moving on from skill-based matchmaking to weapons, I really enjoyed the selection of weapons in this game. It feels a little bit light, but they do feel heavy, if I can say that. Now, I have all the haptic feedback and all that shit turned off on my PS5, so it's not because of that. It does feel weighty. I really appreciate the hybrid engine of Modern Warfare 2019 mixed with Black Ops 4. I think that was a good idea, but I don't know if maybe that's what's causing the instability. Who knows? Only Treyarch and Activision know. But the weapons do feel good. If the hit registration would be better, I think that would be excellent. Right on par with, as much as people want to give Modern Warfare 2019 shit, right on par with over there. And trust me, I've given much, grief towards Modern Warfare 2019, but I can definitely appreciate how smooth everything is, at least in my experience. So it's more of the same here, with that Black Ops 4 feel. You know what I mean? The game does not feel like Black Ops 1. I know a lot of people, and including myself, figured that would be the case based on trailers. It just feels like more of the same from Modern Warfare 2019, but again with that Black Ops twist, if it makes sense. So the weapon sound design is excellent. Everything feels and sounds great. The movement has been adjusted from the beta, so no complaints there. There's still people jumping around, bumper jumpers, whatever. You get used to it, but it has been toned down. I remember when I mentioned the fact that you can knee slide up the stairs at an incredible rate. Like, how do you slide up the stairs? That doesn't make fucking sense. So I'm glad that Treyarch is looking into it and making sure that we have a balanced experience. But again, they have to look into the skill-based matchmaking, the way the gameplay matchmakes. I cannot believe that connection is not priority. That is absolutely ridiculous to me. If I have a good connection, I should be matched up with people, around me, whatever algorithm they use to match people up together. so that we can have the best possible, latency and ping, and we can have a good time playing your game, playing the game which we paid for. Instead, it's matched by skill and score per minute, and I don't know, maybe win-loss ratio. It's ridiculous, and then you get paired up with people halfway across the globe just because of your stats, and it just goes to shit. The entire experience is ruined. I try every single game, and it's exhausting. So multiplayer wise, if it wasn't for this weird matchmaking system, I think the multiplayer could be good, although it suffers greatly from the map variety. The maps are just barely mediocre. Barely mediocre. I don't care what you say. There are so many head glitch spots. It's out of this world. Now go play the game and tell me I'm wrong. Every single map is just a huge line of sight and just head glitches galore. It's ridiculous. As many doors as there were in Modern Warfare 2019, there's just as many head glitch spots in Black Ops Cold War. Sometimes it's unplayable. Unplayable because you just can't do anything. And the spawn system, how are people not talking about the spawn system in this game? The spawns are ridiculous. You could straight up on Armada spawn right in front of a person who's sniping from the window, and they can get you. Same thing on Moscow in that back part of the building where you go to capture C. If you spawn inside the building, you're fucked because there could be a person looking right there as you spawn, and you just shoot. And I know that spawn trapping is a thing in Call of Duty Forever, but this is on another level. This is like the game is helping you to spawn trap. The game is it doesn't even need to be a push from the whole team to spawn trap. It could be just one person, and then you're fucked, and then you're frustrated, and you don't want to play the game. So that's where I stand with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War multiplayer. Kill streaks, for what it's worth, again, just going back, they're good. I like them. I like the gunship. I like the chopper gunner. I like the VTOL, Harrier thing, and the rest is fine. Even the recycled war machine and the bow, it's all fine. It all has its uses. It's just the ridiculous earn rate that I don't think that Treyarch can backpedal on this. Okay? I don't think Treyarch can actually go now and be like, okay, you know what, guys, you were right. Because if they do decrease that limit to where it feels like it's a standard Call of Duty game, it's just gonna be the beta all over again. It's going to be UAV galore. You're not gonna be able to move around, go anywhere. It's going to be a shit experience. So I think we're stuck with this. Good luck getting a gunship. I say run care package if you want those higher tier kill streaks, because it's just not gonna happen in regular 6v6. Now I haven't tried the larger modes, the 12v12 or whatever, because that's just not my thing. I don't go to Call of Duty for vehicles unless it's World at War, the tank, which worked. I go for the 6 versus 6 experience, so that's just my point of view. And just the amount of maps that we got at launch is embarrassing as well. 8 maps plus now Nuketown, and then Raid is coming back, and this mole map. Great, that's 11 maps. Black Ops 1 had way more at launch, and this is a direct sequel. Also, Black Ops 1 had, Dead Ops Arcade, more zombies maps, although clearly less complex, but more maps, and we had the wager matches. I don't understand why Treyarch didn't run with it, with the wager match idea. Gun game was great. We don't need it as a one-time mode, scattered across Call of Duties. This should have been, from the get-go, a Treyarch exclusive, a staple for Black Ops 1, along with zombies. Wager matches were the shit back in the day. Sticks and Stones, gun game, one in the chamber, fantastic. It was such a cool addition. It lets you experiment with different types of attachments if you played Sticks and Stones, or the other one, the one where they give you a new setup every 30 seconds or whatever. But it doesn't happen anymore, and that to me is unfortunate, because it should have been, like I said, a Treyarch staple. So the multiplayer at this moment feels hollow. I don't think that you should pay full retail price. You're not really missing out much on anything that you haven't gotten in previous installments of Call of Duty. So I think wait until the game goes on sale. Maybe somebody's going to gift it to you or give it to you for Christmas or whatever the case may be. But for now, I say save your money. Maybe save for a next-gen console, for a PC upgrade, whatever, and then wait once, you know, more content is available, once the game gets patched up and working how it's supposed to be, which is, I have no clue what that state is. Also, the fact that Sledgehammer was originally working on this, then Treyarch stepped in, is mind-boggling. I know that it sounds like, you know, you paying less money is going to give the developers less money in their pockets. Trust me, Activision has more than enough money to pay their employees their, you know, salaries without having to spend $70 on a freaking new installment of Call of Duty, which is, I'm sorry, let's just say it's half-assed. So multiplayer is a mixed bag. I still enjoy it. I still like the Black Ops feel. Not necessarily Black Ops 1 feel, but just the Black Ops feel. You can run and gun. The gun variety is there. It has potential. That's all I'm going to say. But there's no denying the fact that the game is just straight up unfinished. So that was my review. Hopefully I've given you some insight into what Black Ops Cold War is. You can make your decision, and remember, in the comment section below, if you already own the game, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll leave a like on this video, you will subscribe, and maybe share this video around. This was Krahu. Thank you again so much, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.